Our next guest plays a Greek god, a role he was born to inhabit in a new adaptation of the beloved children's book series, Percy Jackson and the Olympians. You can watch it starting Wednesday on Disney+. Please say hello to Jason Mantzoukas. Have you ever shaved your whole body and oiled it up like Zac Efron did?
Here's the thing.
Yeah.
First of all, I want to get to that because,
okay.
of course, I have. But don't you want to cut to the person in the audience who's wearing a purse with my face on it?
Hold on.
I'm so sorry, but is there no one here tonight wearing clothing with my face on it?
Hey, you know what? That's a problem between you and your merch store.
This is right here. I've never shaved it all. I've never gone. I'm terrified of what's underneath. Frankly.
Most people don't know you were born with a beard as a baby.
I was born a full cousin it. Full cousin it, a reference that I'm sure half of these people didn't get.
No, they remade it. They remade it, so they know
okay,
it.
They get it. They get it.
Yeah,
Captain Caveman, full Captain Caveman.
These
That's just
remakes
for
are
us.
keeping us fresh.
Ooh, yeah.
You made a movie with Zac, right?
I did.
Bad
I'm sorry.
Grandpa.
Are we not promoting that right now?
No, that was.
Are we not here to? I was told I'm promoting the 2016 movie Dirty Grandpa.
That's from the past. Yeah, that's from the past.
That's from the past?
That is from the past.
Man, I took a long nap.
And Robert De Niro was the Dirty Grandpa.
I mean, come on. Forget about it. That was, for me, that was the whole deal. They were like, hey, do you want to come do this movie? And they were like, it's Zac Efron, who I'd met on Neighbors, and then it's Robert De Niro. And I was like, holy this is happening.
Yeah.
This is everything I wanted. And they were like, great, come on. I was like, absolutely. I go down there. And they're like, we want you to come in and mix it up and improvise and, be funny, do your crazy weird guy stuff. And I was like, okay, sure, yeah, why not? And then go to set the first day, and it's this set, and we're getting it all ready, we're blocking it, and Robert De Niro's not there for all the blocking, for all the kind of hanging around and getting used to it, because we don't want to waste Bob's time.
Right.
Let's be very clear, you do not want to waste Bob's time. In my mind, I'm like, I'm about to do a scene with Travis Bickle. Like, I'm here to do scenes with De Niro. Anyway, they come, they put him there, and then we just start going, but I'm not doing lines at all. I'm just going, the scene's like maybe 15, 20 seconds long, 30 seconds. I'm going for 2-3 minutes, just looping around to nonsense. And he's just there like, just stone-faced, giving me nothing.
Oh, really?
And how much attention had been given to not wasting Bob's time is just playing in my head. I'm like, well, this guy is gonna kill me. This guy. Yeah. And we're doing take after take of this. Oh, that was great, okay, let's do another one. And he's just like, stone face. That's my De Niro. Is it good?
It's perfect.
It's great, right? Not a lot of people know I'm a great impressionist. As long as I don't have to do vocal bits, great. Anyway, so we do this for a while, and in my mind, I'm like, I'm for sure getting fired.
Oh, right.
There's no way I'm not gonna get fired because this is nothing but a waste of time. Truly, this is indulgent, and I have, again, just arrived. They've been shooting for weeks, and I just dropped in, and I'm like, I'm gonna do this now. Anyway, so we do the whole thing, and De Niro's giving me what I perceive of as, I'm gonna murder you eyes, Goodfellas eyes, Raging Bull. He's gonna just absolutely destroy me. And we finished. They're like, okay, great. We're gonna move on to the next thing. And as we're exiting, he just goes, there was some funny stuff in there.
And
I was like, what?
That's pretty good.
I did it. But I mean, like, he gave me nothing.
From him, that's a high five.
I swear to God, I genuinely was like, that's it. I don't care if anybody ever appreciates what I do again. I just there was some pretty funny stuff in there from De Niro.
How long have you been doing your podcast?
We've been doing How Did This Get Made for 13 years.
13 years. So back before, now there's a lot of podcasts, but this is one of,
Oh, no. When we started doing a podcast, there was no podcast. There was so few. It was an opportunity for us to just, do a comedy thing, to do a comedy bit, a show, something that was, for us, made us laugh, you know?
You came in, though, with a premise, which now a lot of the podcasts have.
Sure.
But back then, not a lot of them had. And the premise is that you find movies and you try to figure out how in the world they got made.
Exactly. It's kind of like, it all started after a bunch of us had seen, a group of comedians had seen Wall Street 2 Money Never Sleeps.
Okay.
Ever heard of it?
Oh, yeah.
A truly bat bananas movie. We saw that, and afterwards we were all at a party talking about it, and the conversation about it was so funny that afterwards I said to Paul Scheer, I was like, that's a podcast. Just us and our funny friends talking about bad movies. And then somehow we've been doing it for 13 years.
So now, at this point, 13 years later, do you find yourself having to seek out and watch bad movies intentionally?
Jimmy, the podcast, what a delight. I'm so lucky, but it is systematically ruining my life.
Is it? Yeah.
Anytime I turn on any streaming service, every single algorithm is like, hey, do you want to watch a Jean-Claude Van Damme movie? I'm pretty sure you want to watch a holiday movie about a woman who falls in love with a nutcracker who comes to life. That's a real movie.
So those algorithms do work.
That's a real movie. There are so many movies that are about Christmas movies that are about a woman who falls in love with an animated, otherwise inanimate object. A nutcracker. There's one where a woman falls in love with a snowman that comes to life.
Yeah, they all do in the movies, sure.
I mean, and I can't help but wonder, and these are, Lifetime or Hallmark movies, very chaste movies, but when are we gonna f the snowman? That's all I wanna see.
Now that would be a great movie.
That's all I want to see. You've got to be like, well, wait a minute. I know when I built you, you did not have it. Do you now? Because I'm in love with you. What happens? How's that going to go? You got to figure it out. Is it going to melt? If things get too hot, what happens?
Percy Jackson and the Olympians is this book series, a children's book series, by the way.
A children's book series.
That is
a children's book series on Disney Plus. How many times have I said tonight?
A few times.
Okay. And do you think we're being bleeped, or are people just hearing me say?
We're being bleeped. Yes.
Okay,
don't worry. Don't worry. The kids will be fine. Yeah. We'll put a funny little sound effect in there.
Ooh,
Yeah.
I hope it's a fart.
A clown nose.
Oh, and then I was like,
we'll see. We'll run it by. We'll see. For you, especially, we'll see if we can get some fart
like
sounds.
that. That would be very generous.
Like only you get that.
I just want every one of my bleeps to be a fart.
But this is like...
Actually, bleep it when Zach said it earlier, too.
This is like in the mid 2000s where all the kids were reading this.
Dude, this is massive. And I truly had no idea. I knew of the books. These are a series of books that are young kids on an adventure, series of books that takes place inside of Greek mythology.
Right.
And so, but they are so big. And I was like, oh yeah, this sounds so cool. I'd love to do that. Thank you so much. And then it got announced that I was doing it, and I was playing this character, Dionysus, Mr. D, the camp director. And I started hearing from everyone I know who has a 12-year-old, a 14-year-old. They're like, my kid is freaking out. My kid can't believe that they know Mr. D. You gotta talk to my kid on the phone. I got a FaceTime from kids. I got a video of a kid being like, here's everything you need to know about Mr. D. And gave me, my friend's daughter gave me the best notes on the character maybe that I've ever received from a director. I was like, put this kid in the business. She was like, here's everything you need to know about Mr. D. And then bullet point, bullet point, bullet point, and all of it straight up gold.
Excellent. Well, it's great to see. This is going to be a big deal. It's Percy Jackson and the Olympians. It premieres December 20th on Disney+. Jason Mantzoukas, everybody. We'll be back with Queens of the Stone Age.